So Dad got a Facebook this week, and his profile picture just cracks me up. Just take a look at this. So naturally, it's my dad at a bike racing event, but this is my mom's thumb. And according to my mom, this is the picture he wanted, even though the thumb was there. I just thought that was really funny, and thought it'd be a good intro for the video, so... So today I have a really unique opportunity to sit down with one of the most popular and largest content creators in the Magic the Gathering community, the professor from Tulare Community College. Now this is a really big deal for me because I really admire the professor and the work that he's done. In fact, it was his videos that got me back into Magic late last year, around August or so. You know, he's definitely become a mainstay figure in the space, and so in the interview today I want to sort of talk about some MTG stuff, and then talk about like sort of the bigger picture type deal too, like, you know, did he expect to do this full time, you know, following his passion, you know, all that kind of stuff too, and sort of how he became an actual adjunct college professor and became a YouTube celebrity in this community. You know, I'm really excited to sit down and talk with him. He said, hey, can we do this today? And I was like, oh shit, I wasn't planning on doing this today, but here we go. I'm very excited. The interview will be coming out after this episode of the show. So I'll post it on social media, and then I'll reference it probably on Monday's vlog. So just really lots of things coming into place today at the last minute. I'm very excited. So this week, world-renowned and very famous and special motivational speaker Eric Thomas talked about in his latest TGIM, or Thank God It's Monday, about the idea of who is they, and how they are just sort of an anonymous thing that don't actually matter. And I really like this idea, so I thought I would take it upon myself and give my perspective and sort of expand on the idea a little bit. So here we go. Along the road to success, you're going to want to surround yourself with people that have a vested interest in sort of what you're doing. And with that circle comes sort of in a larger extended circle of whose opinions that you should care about, or who is going to be most affected by the results of your actions. And so I'm going to sort of talk about that using the idea of the circle of influence right here. And this is my poorly drawn circle. I went to school for English and communications, not for art, so bear with me. So along this outer circle here, you have the concept of they. Now, when you think about they, you usually hear phrases like, they don't want you to win, or they don't want you to succeed. The reason they is sort of on the outside of the circle is because they is often misperceived as larger than it actually is. Or they just becomes a name for an anonymous group of people that doesn't have your best interest in mind. When in reality, they is those people that you're never going to meet, but they want to consume your content, or they're available to consume your content or buy your product or whatever. 99% of the time, these other people you're never going to meet, don't really give a shit about what you do. So that's important to keep in mind. Which brings me to the next section of the circle, which is they, or the anonymous 99% of people, but then the next part we have the haters. Now the haters is a really interesting topic because so often the times we as successful people or motivational people like to write off the haters. When in reality, there is some value to the haters. They can give you insightful advice and details and information about what you're doing and how you can improve. And even though sometimes haters just like to hate, sometimes they bring a sense of constructive criticism that you should listen to once in a while. So learn to filter out the crap from the good stuff. That's why they're here, and they're not wrapped up in here. They matter too. So in the middle part of the circle, or the second closest to middle, I wrote the people you love, or the people who love you. These are the people that you connect with regularly and you have a very intimate relationship with. And so when you're out there achieving your goals, dreams, desires, whatever, you should really take their opinions to heart. You should really think about the consequences of your actions of when you go off and do this thing. So listen to the opinions of your friends, your family, whatever. And sometimes they are the haters, and sometimes they are they. But a lot of times they have your best interest in mind, and they do want you to succeed. And so that's important. But at this point, you can already guess what's in the middle of the circle, which is you. You, right here. You watching this. You have to remember to put yourself first. So when you're out there focusing on your dreams, goals, desires, whatever, it's up to you as an individual to go off and do those things, to go off and make those sacrifices, to own up the actions, the results of your consequences of your actions, or whatever. I don't know if I said that right, but it sounds cool. You just gotta know what you're doing, man, and own it, and trust your gut, and realize that only you know what's best for you, and you have to be self-aware enough to take the action necessary to move forward with your dreams. So, circle of influence, or circle of consequences, or however you want to put it, it goes they, the 99% of people who don't really give a shit, the haters, who most of the time aren't worth anything, but sometimes they have something important to say, and, you know, they're a driving force behind what you do, ultimately. So, pay attention to them sometimes. Then the people you love, or the people who love you, you know, they have your best interest in mind if they truly love and care about you. So listen to what they have to say, and realize that what you do affects them as well to some degree. But most importantly is you. What you do and what you choose to do happens back to you. Don't know if that made any sense, but it sounded cool. Anyway, thanks. Thanks again for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at JEKleckner. Comment question of the day: what is your favorite movie quote? Mine is... I don't know what mine is. I've got too many to pick, but comment below and tell me your favorite quote from a movie. I'll use some of them in the intro for Monday's vlog. Thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you on Monday.